Hey everyone, welcome back to another HOA revenge story that'll have you cheering for justice. You won't believe this, but as a retired veteran living in a sunny Florida condo community post-2020 pandemic, I thought I'd finally found peace after years of service. Picture this: palm trees swaying, ocean breeze rolling in, and me tending to my little backyard garden. It was my therapy, tomatoes, herbs, some native Florida plants to save water and help the bees. But then, bam! This HOA Karen slapped me with a $500 fine for unauthorized landscaping. I mean, come on, in these HOA revenge stories, it's always the entitled ones causing homeowners association drama, right? My heart sank as I read that notice. Little did I know, this was the spark for some serious suburban justice tale. If you've ever dealt with unfair HOA rules, smash that like button right now. Let's dive in. Let me set the scene properly. I'm Jack, a retired Army vet in my late 60s, moved to this Florida condo after the pandemic to escape the chaos up north. The community was gorgeous, sparkling pools, manicured lawns, and that endless sunshine. I bought my place during the housing slump, fixed it up with my pension, and started that garden. It wasn't fancy, just raised beds with veggies and drought-tolerant plants, following all those Florida-friendly landscaping tips I'd read about. You know, the ones that conserve water and protect the environment. Post-pandemic, everyone was talking about self-sufficiency, so why not grow my own food? But enter Karen, yes, that's what we'll call her, the HOA board president. She was in her 50s, always power-walking with her clipboard, enforcing rules like her life depended on it. "Jack," she'd say with that fake smile, "your garden looks rustic." I brushed it off at first. Neighbors were nice, mostly retirees like me. A few families. We all griped about rising fees, but no one challenged her. Internal monologue time, I thought. I've faced worse than a nosy neighbor. Just keep your head down, Jack. Things escalated quick. One morning, I find the fine taped to my door. $500 for violating landscaping standards. Apparently, my tomato plants were unsightly and didn't match the HOA's approved palette. I was furious. This was straight-up HOA Karen Meltdown material. I checked the rules. Florida law protects Florida. Friendly gardens, especially after the 2024 updates limiting HOA powers. But Karen didn't care. She harassed me daily, peeking over fences, sending emails about community aesthetics. Frustration spot one. Who hasn't dealt with picky HOA fines over something harmless? It hit hard post-pandemic when folks like me were just trying to heal. I tried talking to her. "Karen, this garden saves me money and water. It's legal," I said calmly. "Rules are rules, Jack. Pay up or face a lien," she snapped back, her voice dripping with entitlement. Inside, I was raging. After serving my country, this is the thanks I get? Cliffhanger, what if I ignored it? Guess what the HOA did next? I wasn't backing down. As a vet, I've got that never-quit mentality. I started digging literally and figuratively. While weeding my garden, I noticed something off about Karen's yard next door. She had this massive, lush lawn that screamed high maintenance, with exotic plants that gulped water like crazy. Post-2020, with water restrictions tighter than ever that didn't sit right. Twist one. I pulled up Florida statutes on my phone. 7370, 3.185, the Florida Friendly Landscaping Law. HOAs can't ban eco-friendly gardens, but Karen's setup? It looked like it violated city codes with invasive species and over-irrigation. I snapped some photos discreetly. This could be my ticket, I thought. But was it enough? The stakes were rising. If I lost, that fine could snowball into legal fees I couldn't afford. If this is making you mad, pause if you're raging and hit subscribe for more property rights win stories. The fine weighed on me heavy. Nights were sleepless, replaying deployments where fairness mattered. Frustration spot 2. Selective enforcement. Why fine my veggies but ignore others' holiday lights? I confided in my neighbor Tom, a fellow retiree. "Jack, Karen's been pulling this for years," he whispered over coffee. "She fined me for my bird feeder last year." Dialogue kicked in. We gotta fight back, I said. But how? Tom replied, eyes wide. That emotional hit? Seeing good folks scared silent. It fueled me. Internal monologue. Time to rally the troops. Should HOAs be banned? Yes or no? Comment below. Here's where it pivots. I remembered my vet buddies talking about tips to beat HOA fines. I dove into research, joined online forums, read up on HOA legal battles exposed. Post-pandemic, with housing trends shifting to sustainable living, my garden was actually a plus. But Karen? Her yard had non-native palms that were illegal invasives per Florida law. I used a drone, borrowed from Tom, for aerial shots evidence of her sprinkler system wasting water during bans. Share hook 1. The look on Karen's face when she saw me documenting? Priceless. What are you doing, Jack? She barked. Just admiring the view, I replied coolly. Inside. Game on. Karen doubled down, sent a second notice threatening a lien on my condo. Frustration, spot 3. That family threat vibe. Like she was attacking my home. My sanctuary. Stakes up. If I didn't act, I'd lose everything. I escalated by filing a complaint with the county environmental office, attaching my photos. Her landscaping violates water conservation rules, I wrote. Twist 2. Surprise! Inspector showed up unannounced. Karen freaked, yelling at them from her porch. This is private property! She shrieked. The inspector. Ma'am, invasive plants are a public issue. My heart raced. Was this the underdog peak? What would you do here? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Build up time. While waiting for the county's response, I chatted with more neighbors. Twist 3. One revealed Karen had bypassed HOA approval for her own yard expansion unpermitted patio that encroached on common areas. Evidence drop. Old emails from the board showing she'd vetoed similar requests for others. Quirky Karen villain alert, she preached rules but broke them big time. Fantasy win 1. Imagining her meltdown was sweet. Jack, you're stirring trouble, she confronted me. No, Karen, just enforcing fairly. I shot back. Tension peaked. Internal. This is for all the little guys. Cliffhanger, will the county bite? You won't believe this next part, folks. Guess what the HOA did next? They tried a board meeting to rally against me, but I showed up with printouts of Florida laws. Listeners, if you've got HOA stories, share if you've been HOA'd. What's your worst? Predict the outcome, lean on me. Or karma strikes. Climax hits. County report lands. Karen's yard? Major violations, invasive spreading to wetlands, illegal irrigation, unpermitted structures. Fine? 10-0. Plus, a lien on her house until fixed. Ironic backfire. While fining me for eco-friendly plants, hers was an environmental nightmare. Showdown at the HOA meeting. Karen, explain this, I said, sliding the report across. Her face? Beet red, stuttering. This is a mistake! Neighbors gasped. Expert nod from the county rep via Zoom. Violations confirmed. Board oust whispers started. Share hook 2. The Karen's face when the lien hit? Viral gold. Twist 4. Turns out, Karen had been ignoring complaints about her own property for years, using HOA funds to maintain it. Evidence exposed full throttle. I shared the docs anonymously online, sparking media buzz locally. Her lien? Filed next week, just as the title says. Justice high. Board voted her out, waived my fine, and updated rules to embrace Florida-friendly gardens. Before, after shift. From harassed vet to community hero. Neighbor backup poured in petitions, testimonies. Underdog win sealed. Fantasy win 2. Dream revenge watching her rip out those invasives herself. In the end, this HOA revenge story ended with karmic payback. My garden thrives, and Karen sold her place at a loss, lien and all. Healing closure for the community. We're tighter now, empowered. Takeaway 1. Know your rights. Florida laws protect sustainable landscaping. Check statutes like 370, 3.185 for tips to beat HOA fines. Takeaway 2. Document everything in HOA legal battles exposed. Evidence is key. Trend link. With current housing trends post. Pandemic favoring green living. Stories like this resonate. Memorable quote. Rules apply to everyone, Karen, even you. If this made you mad or cheer, smash like. Was this fair? Debate in comments. End quiz. What's your worst HOA story? Share below. Like, subscribe for more suburban justice tales and neighborhood revenge. Hit the bell next HOA Karen Meltdown incoming. Thanks for watching. Stay empowered, folks.